Um, Welcome back from the coffee break. We are going to start now thank you, Greg, the debate session. But well, we have received some questions, like 5 of the shy people of this group. But I would like to start giving you some kind of background because in this international workshop of INREDIS, we have for the first time we have opened the workshop to other stakeholders, not only INREDIS researchers, and we have even more people from out of INREDIS than from our research team. Um, so in INREDIS, we have realized. Well, by the way, I am the scientific director of INREDIS. Is somebody in the uh, arena don't know me. In INREDIS, we have been doing basic research on how to make more accessible, interoperable, and ubiquitous technology for all, how to do a more inclusive ICT. After 3 years of research, really we have realized that we need to extend our scope and really go to the cloud to provide the services. And at the same time, we have been working very intensively in our internationalization plan of INREDIS research results. Really, this is something that the funding organization, the Ministry of Industry, is suggesting us, to try to disseminate our research results not only within Spain but in Europe and internationally. And partially, part of this workshop is based on this objective. And also, we opened an office in Brussels in 2008, and we have been working very intensively, trying to lobbying our ideas, is what we call intellectual lobby within the Commission, and also we have been trying to get a project based on the knowledge we have got in INREDIS. And we have just been awarded two projects. One of them is a pilot on accessible and personalized self-service terminals, and the other one is a thematic network and a portal on assistive technologies. As you can see, this is very related to INREDIS and also to the MPII and the social cloud idea we have in Spain. And our intention was to open the market for all of you. Technoside, as a company belonging to ONCE, has had the opportunity to disseminate knowledge and carry out I think, a very efficient intellectual lobby to open new opportunities for the INREDIS partner and for other stakeholders in Spain. And our intention really is to put there more opportunities for all of you. In fact, this time is the first time that a Spanish company has been awarded all the projects under the inclusion area of the CIP call. And we have also Roberto, our manager in the Brussels office, that is, our nice and smart face in Europe. And he's, a reference professional for the Commission, and he's participating in a lot of high-level groups and meetings, and really he's, a key actor in Europe for developing and disseminating our ideas. And really, here, what we are doing today is to try to join our ideas and communicate that together we are really stronger. And even try to give you the idea that this is not science fiction, and we can do some parts now, and we can progress step by step to do something real in medium and long term. And so after this background speech, I would like to give the floor if you have any question for the non-shy participants. Uh, Sorry, Alejandro?
Thank you. We have a couple of questions from here from the background. We belong to a research group at UNED, and we believe that the ideas and the initiatives that Professor Van de Heden is proposing today are quite applicable in our university, because we have a wide range of situations where our students, we have half of the population with disabilities in higher education is enrolled at UNED. So we have a wide range of different users with different ATs, different devices, accessing a number of different subjects and, of course, different learning materials. And all these ideas are quite applicable. In addition to this, we are leading, and here I have the head of our research group, who is the scientific coordinator of EU for All, which is an integrated project. And we have been learning things about user modeling, because our group is devoted to user modeling and to adapting resources to students. And we have been working with ISO standards, personal needs and preferences, common access profile, and we have been doing also content personalization based on the metadata defining resources, based on the user preferences. And we have learned a lot on that issue. And also have learned that there are a number of open issues and a number of things that are overlapping between all these standards, which, according to your presentation, very interesting, by the way, thank you very much. Storing user preferences is a key issue, and also having these preferences flowing across institutions, across countries, across service providers is very important. The question is, how can we, a Spanish research group, who is also collaborating with INREDIS and with Tecnoscience in a number of projects, how can we contribute to NPII? How can we also share our concerns, all the open issues we have identified, all the background that we have covered? I hand over to Jesus.
Yes, more on this. I would like to know how we can share. We are right now finalizing a European project which has developed a general infrastructure to provide all these facilities online, easily accessible. And so I wonder how we can contribute to your idea, how it can be manageable, our approach, and how we can share this approach with others.
Okay. When you were talking about the personalization profile, et cetera, standard, you were talking about 24/751? Yes. Yeah, okay. That's a ISO standard. Erland Overby actually is a key member of the NPII team, so and Utah, and so we're actually using 24/751 as a core from which to build, and we're right now in the process of gathering information about how it needs to evolve to move from that particular standard, by the way, as a personal profile and materials profiling standard that was developed in the educational sphere, particularly around open education resources, but education in general. And so the goal is to build on that base and then figure out how we need to elaborate that. You'd asked how to share and how to participate. One way is you can just go to the NPII site, and it just tells you, you can send an email in that says NPII join, or et cetera, or endorse if you endorse it as well. And then also go through the components which we just showed here, and say, these are the ones that we are interested in working on. Because what we're doing is building interdisciplinary teams. And the first thing we're doing is each team has two chairs from two different countries, and hopefully from two different continents, even if we can do that. And so it's an open process, and then form an open team. So in addition to specific funded project work, we have an open process, sort of similar to what you have in the W3C that we're building. So people can come onto the committee and participate. We also want to, as a part of that, have these groups then sort of coordinating the dialogue, gathering all of the issues, the open issues, as well as the ideas for how to address them, and then maintaining some documents in that area that sort of summarizes the issues and what's known. And then that team also acts as a resource to whoever is trying to do implementations into as we get funding. So that's sort of the model. Having said that, I will say that our model is also open for debate. And so if you have ideas, you could say, well, that really works great. Yeah, but, have you thought about doing the following? Things that we are not going to probably try to do is a wiki, although we may try and do something that's wiki-like, but something that perhaps is more Google Docs or something like, in that we find that there's a lot of people who'd like to contribute to this discussion who don't do well on wikis. Wikis are really good for people who love markup and stuff, but something that's a little more WYSIWYG kind of thing. Now, we are using Drupal as our main website, and so those of you who know Drupal know that you can do almost any kind of a thing. So we envision the interaction to be the ability to have sort of participate in discussion and be on the summary, the ability to add comments, and the ability to attach comments. Although we have to do it in a moderated way because we very quickly pick up trash and spam and nastyware when we allow attachments. So that's sort of the plan there. Okay, I want to just a quick follow-up.
Yeah, exactly.
Jerry, you're next.
The point is regarding the software. Do you have anything about it? Anything how to manage components or?
Oh, how the software development will be managed?
Yep.
This will be various because we have lots of different people doing it. The general rules we are going is that which is developed by the team under team funding, under NPII funding of projects, will be open source. We will, however, support proprietary. We just won't create proprietary. The infrastructure we build will be open, probably GPL-ish. The tools we build that people can build things out of will probably be more MIT-BSD if we can. Sometimes we get code from others in it. We inherit their open source. But for those who don't know what all that means, it means that the main infrastructure is open source. Anybody can use it and contribute to it. But if you improve it, you must contribute it back. But for the components, it's of the kind that if you want to, we create as open source. But you can take it and build it into a proprietary product. So we're trying to facilitate people developing products. And so as much as possible, we try and make it so that people can take it, put it into a product, and then go out and make money, because then they are around tomorrow to help. So that's sort of the models that we've been talking about.